Hey friends, good afternoon. NBC6 meteorologist Ryan Phillips here. I want to get you caught up on what's been going on or what hasn't been going on today, because we've seen a nice transition to sunshine, and that's helping us try to get a handle on the flooding situation that we were left with after Eta moved by through the overnight hours. Of course, a lot of rain, short window of time, and now we've got flood concerns that will carry us likely through the next few days. We're going to talk about that, but boy, isn't it nice to see a little bit of sunshine across the area. A quick look down into the Miami area, out towards the port of Miami, with some sunshine making a return. And so that's a step in the right direction here. But look at some of these rain totals. We'll break it down because, some of the heaviest rain actually took shape in Broward County through the overnight hours. And boy, the rain totals for 48 hours pushing beyond 17 inches in Miramar. Now, this is the area of Miramar west of I-75, but the bottom line here is the Miramar as a whole from east to west, likely anywhere from 14 to 17 inches of rain. Pembroke Pines, 48-hour totals around 15 inches. Hollywood, about 14.5. Last night, Sunday night, in the North Lake area, that's east of Federal Highway, just outside of downtown Hollywood, boy, they were just crushed. 14 and a half inches there. Weston, 14 inches, but the city said that they were doing okay pumping their water out and felt that they were in better shape than many other communities, and so that they were able to do fairly well with that 14 inches of rain. Davie, ongoing flooding in neighborhoods there, over 11 inches of rain, and Plantation, 11 inches of rain. Now we'll shift into Miami-Dade, get some totals there. Miami Gardens, just over 10 inches. Biscayne Park, getting close to 9 inches there. In North Miami, 8 inches of rain. Then a host of locations, generally less than 7 inches of rain over the course of 2 days. Miami Shores, Miami Beach, and Pinecrest. Now, as we head into the afternoon hours, we've extended the flood warning, and this has been in effect on and off. Now, this has gone from a flash flood warning, which is what was likely triggering your smartphones through the overnight hours and the EAS tone that likely woke you up from time to time. We've shifted away from the flash flood warning. Now we're looking at a wide aerial flood warning, and that's for all of metropolitan Broward County and a good portion here of Miami-Dade. Bottom line is, if we get any wet weather moving through with some pop-up showers, which are still possible the remainder of the afternoon, that certainly could aggravate or trigger new flooding. But I'll tell you, we've seen some really good improvements down to the Brickell area since this morning with being able to drain off some of that water. We're still seeing some flooding concerns in northwest Miami-Dade and Hialeah Gardens. But the flood warning that you see outlined in blue, that's in effect until 9 p.m. tonight. And then we move into the flood watch, which is a good portion here of South Florida. That is in effect until 7 o'clock tomorrow. So we still have rain in the forecast. What we've been able to do today, though, is get a pretty decent break in the rain. And really, this is a good point where you look at the radar and you say, okay, this is a whole lot better. We still have those trailing bands pulling through the lower and the middle Keys, which have some gusty winds and, of course, some really good tropical downpours. But we're not dealing with anything that's as concentrated as we dealt with last night across Metro South Florida and across the upper Keys. Now, in the last few hours, we've had a return to some sunshine, which has been really nice. And with that, it's given us, as I'd mentioned, a chance to dry out. But there are some new showers bubbling up, and we can't rule out a few downpours as we go through the rest of the afternoon and evening hours. But then some of the models pointing at some of the wet weather making a better return as we head into the overnight. So the real takeaway here is any additional rainfall will aggravate our ongoing flooding problems, and maybe the areas that had already drained out may see some flooding reignite actually in that area. Broad picture, you see that spiral at the bottom left of your screen. That is Tropical Storm Eta drifting off to the west-southwest now. Really bizarre movements with the storm, right? As it came off Cuba and then hooked a hard left turn, and now it's well to the west of the lower Keys. We had some dry air move in that helped us out today, but there's abundant moisture out there, and we can't rule out the possibility of more wet weather. A quick backtrack here to some of the peak wind gusts that we saw across the area. At least these are reported from some of our major reporting locations in the two-county area. Peak wind gusts between about 47 miles per hour there in Homestead, all the way up to 66 mile per hour peak gusts on Sunday in Fort Lauderdale. But I'll leave you with the sunshine and what has been a pretty nice afternoon. It is still warm and muggy. Dew point temperatures into the middle and upper 70s at times. Our steady east breezes continue at about 20 to 25 miles per hour, but that's a big improvement from what we had yesterday. Sunshine, it's nice. Rain shower chances, though, they are back in the forecast. And even though Eta is moving away, we are still on guard for the possibility of more isolated flooding to take shape with any additional rains that we see, not only tonight, not only Tuesday, but likely for the next few days. It's going to take a while for the hard-hit areas, anywhere from Sunshine Ranches through Davie up into Lauderhill and Oakland Park, for that water to recede and for us to get to a place where if we get some additional rainfall, that our ground will be able to tolerate it. So it's going to take a few days. So we'll try to hold off the rain chances as best we can, but they are part of the first alert forecast here going through the next few days. Angie Lastman and I will join you starting at 4 o'clock on the air to detail our forecast through the rest of the week. But I'll tell you, there's a big payoff coming our way for the weekend. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for making it through yet another system passing through South Florida. Let's hope that is the last for this hurricane season. But in the meantime, we'll work on drying out and look ahead to some brighter days over the course of the week and on into the weekend. I'm Ryan Phillips. Hope you guys have a great afternoon. We'll see you starting at 4 o'clock.